The first step of digestion is ingestion. You ingest your food into your mouth and use mechanical digestion to grind up the food. Mechanical digestion is done with your teeth and your tongue, and your salivary gland makes saliva, which is done to make your food soggy, and it also contains an enzyme, amylase, which breaks down starch, which is a complex carbohydrate, into glucose. And that is chemical digestion when an enzyme is used to break down the food. This is the saliva being added. Now, the food that has had all the digestion that is going to happen in the mouth gets swallowed into the esophagus. There is a little muscle called the epiglottis, and that is what makes it so your food doesn't go down your windpipe. This is the food getting swallowed into the esophagus. The esophagus is lined with mucus, which makes it slippery so that your food can slide down through your digestive system. It also performs wave-like muscular contractions that move your food through the digestive system. They are called peristalsis, and the esophagus is the tube that from your mouth to your stomach. From the esophagus, your food goes into the stomach. The stomach does mechanical and chemical digestion. The stomach contains a digestive juice called gastric juice. Gastric juice contains pepsin, which is an enzyme that breaks down proteins into amino acids. It also contains hydrochloric acid, which is what the pepsin needs to work in so that it can do what it needs to do. It also has supermucus. Supermucus lines your stomach, and so the hydrochloric acid isn't too acidic for your stomach. The mechanical digestion that happens is your stomach churning and breaking up the foods into smaller pieces of foods. When the digested food in the stomach goes into the duodenum, it is in a form called chyme, which is a thin, watery liquid. This is the food entering the duodenum, which is the first 10 to 15 inches of the small intestine. The duodenum is where most of the chemical digestion happens. In the duodenum, it has intestinal juice. Intestinal juice breaks down fats using the enzyme lipase. It also breaks down carbohydrates using the enzyme amylase, and it also breaks down protein using the enzyme protease. The lipase breaks down fats into fatty acids and glycerol. The amylase breaks down carbohydrates into glucose, and the protease breaks down proteins into amino acids. The next digestive juice that the duodenum contains is pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice also contains lipase, amylase, and protease, which break down fats, proteins, and carbohydrates into amino acids, glucose, and fatty acid and glycerol. Intestinal juice is made in the walls of the small intestine, pancreatic juice is made in the pancreas, and the last digestive juice, which is bile, is made in the liver and stored in the gallbladder until it needs to be used for digestion. Bile is the digestive juice that breaks fat into smaller fat droplets so that it can be digested easier by the lipase. From the duodenum, it goes into the small intestine. The small intestine is lined with small finger-like projections called villi. These villi are there to increase surface area so absorption of the digested nutrients can be more efficient. The villi contain small blood vessels which take the digested nutrients and monomers into the bloodstream, and they get sent off there to where they need to be in the body. They absorb monomers and nutrients such as amino acids, sugar and glucose, fatty acids and glycerol, vitamins and minerals. This is the villi absorbing all the digested nutrients. Now your undigested foods are going to go into the large intestine. This still contains water in it because the villi do not absorb water. They just absorb monomers and nutrients. In the large intestine, this is where all the absorption of water happens. And once your food is all absorbed of water, the bacteria that is in your stomach feeds off of the undigested food in your large intestine, and the bacteria makes vitamins and amino acids. The last part of your large intestine is the rectum. This is where your undigested food, which is also poop, gets stored until it gets eliminated. The bacteria that is in your large intestine is what makes your poop smell. The This is the undigested food in the large intestine, getting all the water absorbed from it. Now your poop gets eliminated through the rectum and into the toilet. This is what my poop ended up looking like.